Watch this. You know who would be, top to the AB, and it has been a while since I've done a video in here, and yeah, so I figured that this video is kind of going to be about my New Year's resolutions for this year, or the next upcoming year. So this year has been one of the craziest years, and probably one of the most positive years I've ever had since my birth. You know, I've really kind of went out on a limb, and I've never really been the type to actually put myself out there for anyone's critique or anyone's approval. I've really kind of pushed myself to try to do more and be more of help with everyone and everything regarding anyone and anything for that matter. But you know, this has probably been the most productive I've ever been in my entire life, and I'm so proud of that, you know, because you know, throughout my entire life I've always moved forward. It's always been me just to move forward no matter what happens in my life. I kind of always wanted to move forward, but this is kind of the first time where not only do I want to move forward, but I now have a sense of direction. You know, I'm almost like a vector, you know, now that I have direction and I'm moving forward, everything is now so positive, and I like that feeling. I need that feeling, and I want to do more with it, you know. So with that being said, my New Year's resolutions for the upcoming year. First thing up will be the weight loss side of things. So with the weight loss, as far as myself goes, 230s isn't it. It isn't. I wish it was, but it's not. That journey is not over yet. Though it's getting close, because now I can see to the fact that maybe in this coming up year, I might actually have to start, you know, eating at a caloric surplus. I've been eating at a caloric deficit for as long as I can remember, and mostly because, I mean, hey, it's really hard to get in 5,000 calories in 6 hours. It really is. If you try it, it's very, very difficult. So that's always been a thing for me, you know, trying to get in that many calories, and you know, it was virtually impossible, especially, you know, when I was in the 300s and stuff like that, and that actually being my maintenance. Now my maintenance probably is around like 3,500 to 4,000, and the cardio doesn't help because I do so much cardio, so that even adds to it, and I could probably only consume about maybe 2,500, 3,000, something like that. Maybe around 2,500. If I really have to think about it and count everything up, it's probably gonna be around 2,500 calories or 3,000 calories. So I have a pretty big caloric deficit going as of right now. Maybe of about 1,000 calories, something like that. Maybe a little bit less. The reason why I say a little bit less, because my body's gotten kind of used to my workflow. So because of that, it doesn't. Even though my maintenance level, I feel, is still going to be around 3,500, it's more resistant to my training, because my training has been kind of consistent over the last few months because of so much things going on and all the work that I've been doing, you know, as far as, you know, my job and stuff like that. So my training has been consistent, and because of that, my body has also become consistent. So I want to work on, you know, losing that extra weight and, you know, kind of pushing myself a little bit further in that category, trying to get myself a little bit further down, maybe the 220s. I know a lot of people that look really, really ripped at 220, you know, Chris Jones and all and the like, but you know, of course they've been at it for like 6 years. You know, this is coming up on 2 years come April. That will be my 2-year anniversary from the first episode, so so that's right around the corner. So you know, I definitely see some improvement there. I definitely see where I can improve as far as my weight loss goes. And on the other side of things, you know, I want to get better at understanding it and helping others with it, you know, because I pride myself in the channel. I mean, the very nature of a forum is to be, you know, have some kind of definition, some kind of scientific nature to your actual channel, and that's the way I am as well, which is why it's so fitting. And I pride myself in taking time to study things before I actually say it, and I want to get better at that. You know, I want to be to the point where I can just talk about something and flow with something, and I don't have to think about what this person thinks or what this person thinks, or is this anatomically correct, or is this the right pronunciation for this particular topic. I want to get to that point where, you know, I can just spout it off, you know, and I know I'm there, especially when it comes to the weight loss part of it, but understanding it and the definitions behind it and the science behind it, I want to get better at that form. I need to get better at that. I'm really interested in that field. You know, I'm not sure where that's going to take me, but like the nutritional sciences and stuff like that, I'm really into that kind of stuff. So I want to see myself get better with that over time, as far as the next year goes, and even further. You know, I want to get to the point where, man, people can just ask me questions and I can just give you an answer, you know, kind of like how I mean, like my technical background, but people ask me questions about modems and routers and stuff like that. I mean, I can spout it off like it's nothing, you know. I want to be like that with health, you know. I really do. And I see myself getting there, but I mean, I gotta study, man. I gotta study, I gotta learn why this happens, when this happens, how this happens, you know, because everything that I have or that I've learned has always been experience. You know, there's been some reading and some studying, but I want to get better at that. I feel that I need to get better at that for you guys and for myself. So that's one of my biggest New Year resolutions this year, as far as the, you know, the weight and nutrition side of things go. As far as the muscle side of things go, you know, first of all, I'll talk about myself. For myself, I definitely want to see myself getting bigger. I need to get more muscle, but in order to do that, I gotta be more consistent with my workout regimens. You guys already know that I do the 5 to 7 thing, but that's changed a little bit as far as my workout goes, because of the fact that I work so much. But that's gonna be coming to an end here in a little bit, probably around like March or something like that for me. That way I'll have more time to work on these videos, because I see myself, and with this channel and its progression, I see, you know, maybe 2 videos a week, maybe a little bit more, but I see more consistency with this particular channel. These topics, I have so many different topics that I can talk about, and that I can, you know, I can spout off, you know, 2 videos at a time or 2 videos in a week. I can see that preparation, because one video, as far as the actual studying for it goes, it doesn't really take that long. It'll probably take me about a day to do 1 video, you know, including the post-processing. So I definitely see myself, you know, trying to expand upon my knowledge, and upon my videos, and upon my workout regimens, and actually getting back into the groove of things, and really trying to push it, trying to build more muscle. And as far as the muscle side of things go, I see myself also getting to that point where I might, you know, start bulking or whatever. That's gonna be interesting. I see that coming, you know. I see it down the road. You can almost feel it within your body that it's like, yeah, you're gonna need to put in some more calories if you want me to start building muscle for your amendment, because it's not gonna happen with the way you are now. So I see that happening here in a little bit, and I need to work towards that. And, you know, and when the muscle side of things, I mean, I really want to just tear it up in the gym. I need to get my legs the way I want them. I mean, my squats are not where I want them to be. My deadlift is not where I want it to be, and I need to work on that. I mean, I can pop out 405 maybe 3 or 4 times, and that is not enough. That you would think that I could do more just from the other weights, and it's just not enough for me. You know, I'm not trying to compete with anybody or anything like that. It's just, I feel that I can do more. I want to do more. I love deadlifts. That's probably like one of my favorite workouts, next to dumbbell incline press. So I definitely see myself doing more with those particular workouts, and front squat as well. I really want to increase my leg power, and those just, you know, critiques upon myself and my muscle gain and everything like that. So I definitely want to get more into the lifting, get back into the way I used to be on my old schedule, and I see that coming in the next few months, so I'm excited about that. Now, as far as weightlifting with this channel goes, with this channel, I know I've pretty much been focused upon weight loss. I maybe have a couple videos about skin, but it's mostly been about weight loss and intermittent fasting, kind of submitting my foot, you know, down, you know, as far as what the channel's core is about. But of course, fitness will be right around the corner. That's coming up. So that's definitely something I see myself going into. As definitely a category that, I mean, everybody and mama can see that coming. So that's definitely going to be here. Also reviews. So I have those 2 that I'm trying to get ready for, and that's kind of like my New Year's resolution, to kind of get those videos, trying to figure out how I want to go about doing things, because I have a certain scientific mind when it comes to trying to figure out how I want to set up certain things, and then the production of it and the editing for it, because I like video editing. It's a big part. It's literally my left hand. So I love the editing part of it, and I want to set up things certain ways. So I'm looking forward to that. I want to see exactly how I want to go about doing certain things. So be looking forward to that. That will be coming, reviews and muscle workouts and stuff like that, and my workouts and things of that nature next year. And you know, and with the muscle, you know, I want to get so much stronger, and I need to. I want to do it for myself. You know, I think that would make me happy. You know, just to be just ridiculously strong. I don't know, just for me, just as strong as I can humanly be. I think that'll just be fantastic. And then with the skin side of things, I need to work more on it. That's for sure. I need to try different things and stuff like that. I mean, the more I work out, the more I notice that it starts to heal. The more vitamins I take, I know the more it starts to help. And that is all well and good. You know, the only real problem, and you guys have probably seen this in some of my other videos, is my stomach. I didn't inherit the arm or the back or the thighs because of the cardio. But my stomach, it's really hard when you come from a place of over 100 pounds to lose your stomach, because your stomach, there's no muscles to train. There's just that flat sheet, and that flat sheet, you know, you can tone it, but it's really hard to actually target your stomach, and that's going to be one of your main areas for losing weight, because you lose weight based on your center of gravity, and your center of gravity is most prevalent in your stomach for a guy. In a woman, it's going to be their waist, their butt, stuff like that. So that's really difficult for me to lose. And even at 10%, even if I get down to 10%, I mean, I know I will eventually, I still see myself having the skin there. So, because I know that's going to last a little bit longer, but I'm not afraid like I was before. You know, I was always so worried that, you know, it's going to stay that way. I do see it healing. And that is positive for me. That is something that I have to go on, because if not, then it wouldn't be very pretty for me. So I'm happy about that, you know, that there is some progress, but man, you kind of got to take it as it is. You know, it's so minute compared to muscle gain, compared to muscle gain, which is hard to figure out as well. But compared to like something like weight loss, man, you can tell your face and everything, you know. And when you lose a lot of weight, you can see it on other people as well. You can see when they lose weight, because you can see their face and everything like that. And you know, skin is not that easy. Skin is like, okay, I have one less stretch mark, so I think that is a win. So I'm not even sure if that's true or not, you know what I'm saying? Instead of a road map, you know, it's a city, you know, whatever. But I mean, I see it getting better. You know, I see my skin healing a little bit. So I'm gonna try anything that I can this coming up year that's not illegal in order to take care of that, man. But I'm working towards it. You know, I'll do reviews and stuff like that on different products and everything as I come across them. So be looking forward to that as well, you know. And those are pretty much my main goals, you know, as far as myself and for this channel. You know, I really see myself progressing with this. I love doing it. This is fun. I mean, this has been a crazy 3 months, you know. And people have been doing this kind of stuff for years, and I could see myself doing that. You know, I'm so comfortable doing something like, because it makes me happy. You know, this is so much progression that I've had, you know, and I'm the type of person, once I find something that makes me happy, I tend to stick with it. If it makes me happy at any form, you know, and being from a place of so much negativity, just the very thought of happiness tends to, that's probably why I'm attracted to women that always smile. But just the very thought of happiness, you know, just makes me automatically delve in on it and not stop. Almost, I sleep and I think about my next videos and how am I going to create them and how am I going to edit them, and I'm going to get this cut, and this cut is a frame off because you can see the jump, and I hesitate too much and I can see myself breathing in my post-production. It's just so much, you know, that I'm after. I'm so anal about those kind of things, you know, because I love doing it. I love both sides of it. That's why it makes me so happy, because I love if health science is my left hand, tech is my right, and I love the fact that I can put those together into something positive, man. That is probably the most fun thing, and I know my grammar is awful on that, and I apologize for it. That is the most fantastic thing about this channel, about doing this kind of stuff. It is the first thing that I have found where I have put both sides of myself together, because I have always been a hybrid in everything I do. But to find something that encompasses both parts of me is just, I don't know, it's a feeling that I can't describe. It's just, I don't know, man. It's I don't know. It's like destined or something. I don't know. It feels that way. You know, it feels right for him. It feels right. It feels like I'm doing something right for him. You know, I don't know. It really feels nice, and I want to continue doing this for a very long time, and I'm very happy doing it. So, you know, I wish you guys a safe Christmas if this comes out before Christmas. I have no idea when Christmas is. If it's Wednesday, then Merry Christmas. If not, then, you know, Happy New Year. This will be out, you know, before a New Year, but you know, I wish you guys a Happy New Year. Stay safe. Please stay safe, and you know, I'll definitely have more videos for you guys next year as I expand upon this channel and try to build more audience and more people, and try to reach out and you know, help others and everything like that, and increase my presence on MyFitnessPal, which I'm still working on. So I see a lot of work to be done, but I am all for it. And if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you really like it, go ahead and subscribe. I love you either way. Block 1 to the left, block 2 to the right, and down to the bottom of my Facebook site. And that's going to do it for this episode. Talk to the A, B to the O-U-T. See you next year. Peace.